It's been 90 days and your house still hasn't sold. We all got used to houses selling very quickly a few years ago, but since then, the market has slowed, and as of the time that I'm recording this, we're in one of the slowest markets we've had in a long time. And it can be very, very frustrating when your property feels like it's just sitting on the market. So, in this example, your house has been sitting for 90 days. I've got your action plan step by step. So, first of all, there are three components to selling a house. The first is positioning. And when I mean positioning, I'm talking also a lot about pricing. And it's where we put it against the competitors. As everybody will go and take a look at recent sales and use those to arrive at a price. But it's also very important to think like a buyer and think about, let's say the house is $1 million. Well, if I've got $1 million in my pocket, what can I go buy today? And if there's another house that's the same price as yours, but it's better, well, guess which one's going to sell first? So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about positioning, how it's positioned in the market against other competitors. So, the second is presentation. Now, there's really two parts to presentation. One is the condition of the house itself. Buyers, for the most part, want properties that they can just move right into and not have to do anything. And that's just the way it is right now. So we need that house to, if possible, really stand out. Make sure it's super clean. Make sure it's freshly painted. Make sure everything is just as perfect as it can possibly be. And that'll help your property stand out. Now, that's not practical with all properties because sometimes maybe it's got old bathrooms and an old kitchen, and it's not really necessarily something that you want to change. So it has to be shown in its best light. So, however it is you get that house to look great, make sure it's got good curb appeal, fix up the shrubs, put some new mulch down in the planters, paint the front door, put new hardware on it, wash the windows, get that place looking as best as it possibly can, and then it's professional photos and video. The professional photos and video, I can't overstate the importance of them. Because most people, they make a decision whether or not they're going to visit the property based on the pictures that they see online. So if that's the initial reaction and the pictures aren't outstanding, they're just going to keep on scrolling. Now, of course, I don't mean make the pictures so that they misrepresent the property. That's they're going to find out sooner or later. So we don't do that. But professional pictures, professional video, professional walkthrough, as much as you can do to really put that property's best foot forward. And also, after it's been on the market for 90 days, we usually go out and we shoot new photos and we rewrite the description of the property just to kind of freshen everything up. The internet responds well to new photos, so we'll go out and do fresh ones and just kind of rotate them out. Sure, it costs a little bit of extra money, but we're looking to sell the property. We're not looking to save a dollar and have the property sit on the market costing us money every day that it's sitting there. And then the final component is promotion. That's the advertising, that's the marketing, putting together brochures, advertising it on all the real estate advertising websites. There are literally hundreds of them. And in our case, we advertise on a little bit over 100 of them whenever we've got a property on the market. Because a lot of times the people aren't necessarily in the area. They're not necessarily looking at the big three advertising portals for real estate. So we want to get as broad of a reach as we can. So promoting it, vitally important. So if your property is sitting, chances are it's one of the three P's: positioning, which could also be called pricing, presentation, and promotion. So if you've got any questions, let me know. I'll tell you anything you want to know. If you want some tips on how to move your property, I'll be happy to help you. So So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.